and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering. Origination.
I mentioned already before, where it says that when it comes to Four Noble Truths, where it says there is no suffering, should include whatever problem one has. So should look at the empty of that problem, whatever problem one has. Along with when we look at the suffering is empty. What is a problem in the business, or there's a health problem? So diabetes. I remember diabetes. Fortunately, I remember diabetes. This time. So looking at diabetes empty. Whatever sickness you have, look at it empty. So expand from the suffering. So then look at all those physical problems are empty. Whether it's cancer or any other sicknesses. Also, or if there are colds. No one knows that they were colds. Unless it comes from the mouth or ears. Or another problem, relationship problem, or or if one has pain, look at that empty. Any obstacle there one has. Obstacles to practice Dharma. So look at it empty. Then looking at the cause of the suffering. The delusion karma, from where all the suffering rises. All rising. I'll go to the empty. Then look at the cessation, liberation, empty. Not looking at it non-existent, but looking at it non-existent from its own side. Same with all the rest. Same with all the rest phenomena which I mentioned there. Then path. Look at it empty. So at this time, not only we receive the precious living body, but human body qualified and 8 freedom, 10 richness, so 18 qualities. So so much more precious with all these qualities. That even in each second, having this perfect human body, even in each second, it's more precious than a whole sky, the limitless sky filled with the billions of dollars, the gold, silver, or diamond, even with crowning jewel. Still the value of that much wealth is nothing. If you compare the value of the precious human bodies, especially perfect human body is qualified with 8 freedom, 10 richness. It's much more precious. So all value that much wealth is nothing. If you compare the value of this perfect human body, what it can do, even in each second, one can achieve any happiness one wishes. Happiness, future life happiness, all the coming future life happiness, and whatever the body of the happy transmigrated being deva human body, even perfect human body again, or to born pure land Buddha where you can become enlightened, however where there is no suffering, where there is purest enjoyment. So not only that, then one can achieve the liberation from samsara, and not only that, even the great liberation, full enlightenment, cessation of all the mistakes of mind, completion of all the realizations. So within 1 second, whichever happiness one wish, one can obtain, because one can create a cause with this perfect image birth. Even in each second, you can create a cause. And not only that, you can achieve all the 3 great purposes within even a second. With this perfect image birth, you can create even within 1 second all the happiness, the life, liberation from samsara, full enlightenment. Because with this perfect image birth, we can create the cause. Then such with bodhicitta motivation. Even within a second, you can create a cause to achieve. Not only generating bodhicitta, but with that motivation, whatever action, listening, reflecting, meditation practice, eating, walking, sitting, sleeping, doing job, whatever one does, within that second, you create the cause of enlightenment. By the way, you create the cause of liberation from samsara. By the way, you create the cause of all the coming and the happiness, future lives. So, or without, even without mind becoming a dharma, a virtue, even the motivation non-virtue, but due to the power of the holy object, not from your motivation side, but from the power of the holy object, that in its circumambulation, prostration, or offering the holy object statues, stupa, sculpture to Buddha, even the immediately become cause to achieve enlightenment, and to achieve liberation from samsara and happiness which life. That every single end of those actions that is done. So, like that, with this perfect image birth, and even within 1 second, you can achieve all those happiness. But see, now even even one own whole sky, filled with wish ground, even you possess, even your own whole sky filled with wish grounding jewel. Even you possess, you own that much, but with that alone, even you have that many, that alone cannot stop your rebirth in the lower realm. With that alone can't achieve a higher rebirth. Besides, no way that with that alone can't achieve liberation and full enlightenment. So like this is different. So why? That's why I say there must wealth, even your own, the value is nothing. If you compare the value of this precious human body, not only precious human body, but the 18 qualities. So this is it's just incredible, so unbelievable, precious. How much wealth, how much all the wealth that there's a human realm. All the wealth that there is, all the wealth that there is, even deva realm enjoyment, which is 100,000, billion times much more greater enjoyment they have, wealth. Even, as it mentioned, the liberation palm, however, even the one ornament, earring or even one ornament that has even the wealth in the human world is not enough. However, that even comparing all the deva realm, all the wealth is nothing. All the wealth in human realm, all the wealth in deva realm is nothing compared the value of your perfect human rebirth, that body that you have received, that one has received, that one has now. So what is called death, before it happens, must make sure, must secure the immediate to have good rebirth, and so that continue to practice Dharma, so that one can continue to practice Dharma. That alone is sufficient, because still in deva human realm where we born, desire realm, form realm, formless realm, desire realm, deva human realm, formless realm, even those higher realm, samsara, even formless realm, even one is born there, even the formless realm, which has 4 levels, even the very last one, tip of samsara, even there's the highest realm of samsara, even you're born there, still you're not free from samsara, still you're not free from delusion karma. So that aggregates consciousness contaminated seed of disturbing thoughts. So still there's a nature of suffering. So therefore must be liberated. One must be free from samsara. Must make it to happen this. In this life, must make it to happen in this life. From beginning, even though the continuity of one's own consciousness has no beginning, the rebirth, the continuity of rebirth has no beginning. Rebirth of the samsara, one's own the rebirth of samsara, the rebirth of samsara is the continuation has no beginning. it didn't have beginning, but so far, you see, we didn't say didn't do this liberating oneself from samsara. So far, didn't liberate oneself from the oceans of this the samsara suffering and its cause, delusion and karma. Because so far we didn't actualize path. Steps of path to liberation. We didn't actualize, we didn't complete. We didn't actualize steps of path to liberation with one's mental continuing. So because of that, didn't do that. So even though the continuation of consciousness, continuation of the rebirth has no beginning, but we still didn't still oneself in samsara, suffering. The same problem again. All the problems human realm, which we experienced numberless times in the past. What is pleasure or what is problem? We experienced numberless times in the past. Nothing new. So, before the death comes, must make to be free from samsara forever. And even just that, even one completes this is not sufficient. That's just simply seeking happiness for oneself. So, as it's mentioned by a great Bodhisattva, great saint Bodhisattva, Shantideva, mentioned in this guide to Bodhisattvas, the deeds, engaging in Bodhisattva's deeds. There it is mentioned that as long as the eyes, as long as one doesn't let go eye, the suffering cannot be abandoned. Example, as long as one doesn't drop the fire, the burning cannot be stopped. So holding the eye, not letting go eye, the cherishing the eye. as we mentioned in bodhicitta avatar, by this great saint bodhisattva Shantideva. How many happiness there is in the world. All this happened by seeking happiness of others. How much suffering that there is in the world. It happened. It came from seeking happiness, seeking one's own happiness. That if one cherish, if one generate compassion, if one cherish this one person, there is enlightenment for you. There is enlightenment for you. The advantage what you get, there is, you can achieve enlightenment. There is enlightenment for you. If you renounce, if you don't practice compassion to this person, this one person, if you don't cherish this one person, if you don't cherish, there's no enlightenment. If you cherish this one person, there's enlightenment. So makes huge differences between the sky and the earth, and the difference of earth and sky, like that. So, say Sam, if you renounce, if you don't have compassion to this one insect, animal, that you can see, or if you don't cherish this, there's no enlightenment. But if you cherish, there's enlightenment. You get enlightenment. So this makes, in the result, in the profit, huge difference. The greatest loss if you don't cherish this insect, you see. If you don't cherish, if you don't practice compassion, if you don't cherish this person, see, greatest loss in their life. You see, no enlightenment, no realization of all those minor paths. So a path of pivotal path, rising path of meditation, the path of merit, pivotal path, rising path of meditation, no learning all these minor paths in 10 bhumis. Not possible. And you can't complete tantric path. Tantric path has to only can be completed on the basis of bodhicitta, realizing emptiness. So bodhicitta means based on renunciation. So you can't complete tantric path if you want to practice. No matter whatever highest tantric path you want to practice, can't complete, can't achieve full enlightenment, can't achieve. Not only can't achieve full enlightenment, can't achieve full enlightenment in a brief lifetime of designated time. One can't. So, so this is the loss. So you see, all these qualities, all these realizations lose. Path, temperaments, the tantric path, you say, and besides infinite qualities what the Buddha's holy body, holy spirit, holy mind has. And not all that, then with this, then you are able to do perfect work towards numberless helpings, hungry ghosts, animals, human beings, sura, asura, intimate beings. In each realm there are numberless sentient beings who are suffering, and that you are able to do perfect work to them, to bring them from happiness to happiness, to the ultimate happiness, the peerless happiness, the full enlightenment. Able to do this. By revealing various methods to them as one has perfect power and omniscient mind, knowing all they are able to know, can directly see all their mind, can read, and their karma, what kind of karma they have, level of merit, intelligence, and their characteristics, all this. So able to reveal their methods exactly that they can fit to them. So you don't achieve all these. So you're unable to do perfect work towards the sentient beings because you don't have perfect qualities to that. So that means numberless sentient beings, numberless hell beings, numberless hungers, numberless animals, numberless human beings, sura, intimate state beings. So they don't receive. They don't receive. You see. They don't receive all this happiness, temporal happiness, happiness future lives, or the some future lives, the happiness, and liberation from samsara and full enlightenment. All this, what they receive from you by yourself being fully qualified, being enlightened, fully enlightened. Become fully enlightened being, Buddha, you see. So, they don't receive all this happiness. Numberless human beings. The animals, hell beings, hungry ghosts, sura, asuras, numberless beings in each realm, they don't receive all this happiness after enlightenment. If you become enlightened, they receive. You see, if you become bodhisattva, if you become enlightened, each of all these bodhisattva's qualities, this path, then become, especially within, become enlightened. Then they receive all this happiness. But if you don't actualize all these bodhisattva's path, bodhisattva's qualities, and the full enlightenment, they don't receive all this happiness up to enlightenment. Numberless beings in this realm, they don't receive all this happiness from the happiness in that life, from there up to enlightenment. They don't receive from you. You can cause them all this happiness. So now there's even greater loss. Great loss. So happiness now here that you can't offer, that you can't cause them all this happiness. Happiness of that life, then after full all the happiness future lives, liberation from samsara, full enlightenment, all that you are unable to cause them. Therefore there's no greater loss in the existence, in the life. There's no greater loss than this. So therefore here that so if one generate compassion to this insect, or to this person, if it is one person, but if you generate compassion, if you cherish, see, there's so you have all this profit, all the qualities of the bodhisattva's path, all this incredible, unimaginable, these qualities, realizations of path. That as a Buddhist, even before you become enlightened, you see, being bodhisattva by achieving all those levels of path, like those pumis, unbelievable deep benefit you are able to offer, especially after being Aya Bodhisattva, exalted Bodhisattva. It's even higher and higher pumis, able to offer deeper and deeper benefit to sentient beings. Unbelievable, unimaginable benefit. So no question after one becoming enlightened. And as I mentioned before, after that, then all these skies of benefit to you can offer to each sentient being, skies of benefit you can offer to each sentient being. There are numberless sentient beings, and to each sentient being, and see perfect work towards them, until everyone become enlightened. Until the mental continuity be free from the gross and subtle mistakes of mind, free from all the wrong concept, even free from even the subtle negative imprints, which projects the hallucinated view, dualistic view, and free from all by ceasing that, free from all the hallucinated view, however, from the subtle obscurations, and then complete the mind in all the qualities, so that so you can see. Now here I can see that if you cherish this one insect, this one human being, what you achieve from that is, all the qualities up to enlightenment. Then after that, what you do, all these kinds of benefits that you can offer to each sentient being. That's just. So you receive this. So that means you receive all these qualities up to enlightenment. Not only happiness, happiness of all your coming future lives. No, that liberation from samsara, all the quality, the cessation of mistakes of one's mind, delusions, and the qualities of the realization of whole paths of enlightenment. You can see you receive from this sentient being. This sentient being is given to you. This insect is given to you. This person is given to you. Whatever this person, even this person, harmed you in the past or present, however, abused you, whatever person did, which is again the result of which is again the result of, even that is a result of one's past, the karma that you harmed, treated that person that way in the past, which is again simply you're experiencing back what you did in the past, what harm one did to others in the past, to that sentient being in the past. So even that is that. So there's no such thing. So there's no even the harm that one receives from others. There's no in reality. If you understand, if you have full knowledge of mind, if you understand about mind, which includes karma, karma is the action that is not a substantial thing. That is one's own mind. There's a principle of five, the six principle of consciousness, and then there's the senses, there's the mental factors. So there's six consciousness, and generally talking, even though there are different school of Buddhist philosophers, 7 or 8 consciousness. However, so generally speaking, there are 6 consciousness, and then there's a 51 mental factor. So the karma is just a Sanskrit term or language. However, Tibetan is lay, so action. So it there's 5 mental factor that always accompanies with the principle consciousness. Feeling, contact, discriminating, the mental factor, discriminating objects, this and that. And then after that, apprehension. Then intention. Soa Renpa Sempa Dushe Ilacheva. Soa Dushe Sempa Ilacheva Renpa. So Sempa, intention. So here in Tibetan lay or Sanskrit karma. So the so there is intent, the five mental factors that always accompanies always accompanies kun kundunga that always accompanies comes together with the principle consciousness, so so from these five, the intention. So once mind, from the body and mind is mind. So from this, then specifying is the from particular mental factor, there's a five, the middle, always accompanying the principle consciousness, so the intention. So therefore, so I'll say what's the mind. So however, so if you really understand about mind, and practice awareness, remember in everyday life, then you find there's nobody outside giving you harm. You find there's nobody giving you harm. You see, independent harm. Independent harm. You don't in the daily life, so you don't see any. If you remember this, if you practice mindfulness everyday life, if you know about mind, which is about karma, there's you see there's no you realize there's no independent harm. There's no inherently existent harm or independent harm. Only coming from sentient side. Only caused by only coming from outside. Only coming from outside, or only caused by the other. Outside being. But see, without cause, you see, by oneself, without relating to oneself, without cause, see, by one's own mind. So here it's talking about harm. So what kind of mind has caused the other sentiment to harm you back? It's by one's own negative mind. Negative mind. So there's no there actually when our mind is not aware, when we do not know about mind, once even that is one's own mind. When we do not have correct understanding of mind and deeper knowledge of mind, when we do not have correct understanding of mind and do not have deeper knowledge of mind, then or we have intellectual understanding about karma, but not practicing mindfulness, not being aware that in one's own daily life, or one can say, not living in the meditation, and then appears as if the harm, as if harm is only come from outside, from the other person. It's an independent harm. Nothing to do with oneself. That harm is purely came from and you are perfect. You are oneself perfect, right? Yourself is pure. Nothing is done. I haven't done anything. Oneself is perfect. Pure. No mistakes. No mistakes. And then this harm came from others. Done by others purely, only by others. It came from outside. But however, if you have deeper knowledge of mind, the karma, how the mind works, how the actions, or the negative positive, done with negative positive mind, how they work, and so they have consequences. So then, any harm, being abused, or whatever label one puts, any harm, even from insect or from person, even from fire, harm received from fire, wind, water, earthquake, even the elements, even the harm from the elements who don't have mind, including this. Even this is all come from one's mind, related past. This or the karma, the intention, negative intention, all these harms, anything that's undesirable we experience, even with the fire, water, air, earth, even these elements, it came from one's own consequence, or there is the effect from one's own negative intention, karma, negative intention. So anything that's desirable, anything is happiness, then came from one's own mind, their positive intention. So like that. So in reality, there is no such harm come from outside. Independent or inherently existent or independent. Here the meaning of independent, without coming from you. There is no without depending on oneself. So without having connection, with that person in the past, impossible that this person give harm in this life. Without having any connection between you and that person in the past, impossible to receive harm from that person in this life. So the same thing with even insect bite, even a bee fly down the sting, same. Without, if you and that sentient being without connection to the past, and that harmed that being in the past. In the first place, one shall be harmed harm that being. Without that, it's impossible to receive. There's no reason, there's no cause why that bee or that mosquito bite to you this time. There's no. The things doesn't happen. Life experience doesn't happen without cause conditions. Any experience happens. Any experience in life, happiness, suffering, it's all has cause conditions. It's caused phenomena, so it has cause conditions. So created cause existed before experience the result. What is happiness, what is suffering. So the cause which exists before is the reason. That's the reason why it happened. So in the first place, without oneself harming to that being, impossible. This life, those beings to receive harm, those beings, it's impossible. So that. So however, so even receiving harm from person or whatever, it come from one's side. So therefore, so as it is mentioned bodhicitta by great Bodhisattva Deva, the great saint Bodhisattva Deva, that my karma persuaded, therefore I receive this harm. So my karma persuaded, therefore I receive this harm. Therefore, didn't I make to lose or to get lost this sentient being in the whole of the hell? So that means what he's saying is that in the past, first place, you see, one has harmed to that sentient being. So that karma pursued that sentient being. So if that sentient being to give harm to you in this life. So as a result of the previous karma that one has harmed that person, that's in the past. If one didn't do that, then you see this result that other sentient being has to harm to you. That harming to you wouldn't happen. My karma persuaded, therefore I receive this harm. So now this person created need karma. So harming to me become need karma. So because it became negative karma, then that caused that person, sentient being, he or she is now in human realm. But because because it did harmed me, which became negative karma, caused that that sentient being who has human body, who is in human realm now, to be born, to reincarnate. After death, reincarnate. See, after this, to reincarnate in the hell realm. In the in the hell realm. See, so such the hot hell realm. So now here, so what causes that being from human realm to get lost, to be born in the hell realm, in the hall of the in the hall of the hell, see, like there's a hole, big hole, filled with fire, see. So down from fall down from the cliffs, however, precipice, then down there, big hole of fire. So that example that you see. So this person harming me, speech beginning to karma, then makes that sentiment to get lost or to be born in the hall of the hell, you see. So like that. So here what is expression is so this sentient being so getting assisted, this sentient being falls down in the hole of the hell and experience suffering, experience the most unimaginable suffering for incredible length of time, unimaginable length of time. So that is due to the negative karma harming me, and the negative karma harming me, you see, is because that is because I created karma harming to that person in the past. That's in the being. So therefore, this sentient being, you see, my karma persuaded. You see, everything came from that. This sentient being suffering, this sentient being creating the karma, and reincarnating the law, realm, suffering, all this pursued by my karma, you see. So, this sentient being has no freedom at all. Has no freedom at all. So now here, this person or this insect harming me, who's harming me is only object of compassion. So analyzing this way, the evolution, see how this harm is coming, then what this harm does to that sentient being, and where this harm is coming from. So you analyze, you see, it is a only object of compassion. impossible to rise anger. Impossible to rise anger. No way to rise anger and to recharge back. It's the only object of compassion, and it is only object to benefit. It's the only object for oneself to help, to protect this sentient being from delusion, from the karma, to protect from the falling down the lower realm, reincarnating in the lower realm, in these suffering realms. So only object of compassion, only object of help. That. So so now, going back to the previous one. So this one insect, this one person, this one sentient being, by practicing compassion, by cherishing, one receive all these qualities. From the minor part of merit, within that till levels, great part of merit, middle part of merit, till small part of merit. However, all those qualities, and part, favorite part, rising part of meditation, and then the temple is, however, and then the quality of tantric path, the realization up to enlightenment, one receive all this. Because without having realization of a great compassion, without having generated great compassion towards every single sentient being, there are numberless sentient beings, towards every single sentient being, without generating bodhicitta, practicing bodhicitta, cherishing every single sentient being cannot enter in the mind path to enlightenment. So all these qualities from beginning of the path of merit, mind path of merit up to enlightenment, everything, all this, as I mentioned before, one receive all these unimaginable qualities received from this insight, from this person. Human general compassion, human cherish. The infinite qualities of Buddha's holy body, holy spirit, holy mind, everything, scarce quality the Buddha has, every single quality, one receive from those qualities, one receive from this insight, from this person. You see, human general compassion, human cherish. Then able to be perfect what was numberless sentient beings. able to cause all the happiness of that life, happiness of all the coming future lives, liberation from samsara, full enlightenment to each sentient being who are in the hell realm, to each sentient being, the numberless sentient beings who are in the purple realm, able to cause numberless sentient beings who are in the animal realm, able to cause all this happiness to every animals, and to their numberless human beings in the human realm. One is able to cause all this happiness after enlightenment to every human being, to every sura being, asura being, intermediate state beings. So, able to cause all this happiness after enlightenment to each sentient being, to sentient being equaling the limitless sky. So, to every sentient being, able to offer all this, able to cause all this happiness after enlightenment. So, able to do this comes from by cherishing this person, by cherishing this insect, all that. So now you can see here, again, how this insect is the most, how this one sentient being, such as animal, so even one how is most precious, and how it is wish fulfilling, how this is wish fulfilling to you. Your wish, all wish fulfilling. So wish fulfilling jewel, all your wish fulfilling jewel. So wish fulfilling jewel. So the jewel, those who have so much merit, able to find this, so like as I also mentioned before, to have $1 billion, you have to have merit. You have to have that much merit. In order to have $1, you have to have merit. That much merit, $1. So you have to not to have $1 billion, you have that many merit. You have to have. So in order to wish fulfilling jewel, the example that we use, whatever you to find that from the oceans, whatever, then by doing cleaning 3 ways, and then putting the on the banner on the 15th that and then praying whatever enjoyment one need, one pray, you due to the power of material, it get materialized. So without effort, it just so the power of that jewel and your good karma, the foundation, main cause is your good karma. The condition there is that materialized by power. Like there are stones, like there are healing stones. As many people use crystal, however, there are stones that heals different sicknesses. It's just like that's another example. So you just so like that. There is not a material where you pray by praying, which is a wish. Whatever material one wish, one can get. So anyway, so those who have so much merit, so able to have these things. So now similar. So using that name, and of course, as I mentioned, that material, that benefit of that material is extremely limited. It's nothing, of course. See, even skies of which grand jewel, even skies of which grand jewel, even skies of which grand jewel, and this insect, if you compare, what's more precious? The skies of billions of dollars, or which grand jewel is more precious, or this insect is more precious for you in your life? Again, same. From even you have that much skies of which grand jewel or skies of billions of dollars. This, how can you generate compassion on $1 billion? It doesn't give opportunity. It doesn't give opportunity for you to generate compassion because it doesn't have mind. It doesn't have suffering. The same with grand jewel. You see, how can you generate bodhicitta? Look, there's no way to generate compassion on that. How can you generate bodhicitta? How can you develop that? So now here, so to achieve enlightenment, to achieve enlightenment, one need to one need to one need to proceed the Mahana path. For that, then one need to express bodhicitta with the door to Mahana path. For that, then root the great compassion one has to generate. So therefore, how can you generate great compassion? You see, it doesn't give opportunity to generate compassion on the dollar or compassion on the wish grand jewel. It doesn't have suffering. It doesn't mind. However, here, so therefore now here, see. Here, the bodhicitta draws the mind path generated by dependent obscure suffering sentient beings. The great compassion root of the bodhicitta, the root of the enlightenment, is generated by dependent on the existence of the suffering sentient beings. So here, so therefore, skies of which grand jewel, billions of dollars, skies of billions of dollars, or the which grand jewel, that much, and then this one insect or one person, sentient being, see, one person. So this is so unbelievable precious, unbelievable. All that world is nothing. The value is nothing. Again, here comparing like this. Before I compared to your human body, also our human body. Now here, to one sentient being, how kind, precious, and that much world. So it's nothing. That much nothing. How kind one sentient being is, precious is for you. So therefore now here, so here, most precious, most one person, one sentient person, human being, most precious, most kind, is one insect, most precious, most kind of in one's life, the most precious. Say like that. So, like the mother, how she feels her beloved child, 24 hours she feels in the heart. The most precious thing, most precious, she feels in her heart, the most precious one in her life. And 24 hours in her whole life, every day she feels like that. So same here, all the sentient beings like that. So every sentient being is most kind, most precious for us. So something like how the mother feels her beloved child, that is something we have to feel in our heart. The most important thing, the most important thing in the life. The most important thing in our life. The most important thing, precious in our life. And so feeling them in the heart. So, like the mother, doing job, earn money, trying to doing everything for this child, to take care of this child, to educate this child. So here, all the sentient beings in our heart. So whatever, so to obtain happiness for them. So say. So we do educate. So something we don't know to help them, to cause happiness to them. With something we don't know, then learn in order to help, in order to obtain happiness for them. Method, something we don't know, then we learn. So whatever whatever all those various methods, whatever we don't know, then we learn to help the sentient to obtain happiness for sentient being. So of course, same reason why we learn Dharma, why we listen teachings, why we meditate, reflect, meditate, the path. So same eating for them, walking for them, sleeping for them, doing job for them. So even dressing for them, even washing for them. So whatever life one does, so for this most precious, and that means that you have in the heart, that you have in the heart. So that so now say. So even doing operations, even having treatment for them, even when it's having medical treatment, operations, whatever, to have a long life, healthy, so that one can help others. So for them, for sentiments. So have a so say should so we have to practice which train our mind or practice this way as much as we can. So now what was saying before? So that is the la. That is the deep way thinking. Now a simple way. You see, cherishing others. I think I mentioned already one of the days. Didn't go I cherishing others. How it brings happiness as a normal life. Just simple example, I use this one that that's just well, so one person want pizza for lunch. The other person wants pizza for lunch, and you want momo. or what else? You want what? Want say barbecue? You want barbecue? Other person want pizza. So then if you want to argue, because other person wants pizza, other person doesn't want barbecue, and then if you argue, you see, to achieve to achieve one's own happiness, you see. One's on the self-cherishing for one barbecue. So even you win by arguing, even you win, and even you get barbecue. But the other person will be the other person will be sad. So because didn't achieve what he or she wanted. so then you can't really be happy because you see the other person not happy, not really, not really satisfied, not really happy. Deep down, not really happy. You see. So like that. So then can't really enjoy, with your friend, the other person that you're together is not happy, not really. So deep down, not really happy. You see, didn't get what he or she wanted. So here, if you accept, so if one here let go. I cherish the other person. The other person needs, So seeking happiness with the other person, seeking happiness or seeking happiness with the other person, then you accept pizza. You accept to have pizza for lunch. Now here, because you choose happiness with other person and choose choose pizza. See, what other person wanted. So when you accept, so when you do that, when you do that, when you accept, when you do that, there's a peace and happiness within you. By letting go I, there's peace and naturally there's peace and happiness. Whenever you let go I, immediately there's peace and happiness. That's natural in your heart. Immediate and fulfillment in your heart. That's immediate. And then that makes the other person happy. You see. So this one action, seeking happiness for others. See. The cherishing other person, seeking happiness for other person. So now one action brings true happiness to you and to other person. And because of another person, you see that when you see other persons very happy and happy with you, and that makes you happy. When you see the other persons happy with you, that makes you happy. So it's a circle. You make the other person happy, that makes you happy. So it affects like that. Circle. The other way. The other way. Let's see. You make by following the self-cherishing thought, by following the I, the self-cherishing thought, then seeking happiness for ourselves, then you argue what the other person doesn't listen to, angry, then insult, then also comes, then after some time even then physical violence comes when it's strong. Physical violence, beat or break things. So say, break the table, break the plates, break the TV, break what else? Break the car. So that when you're very angry, you drive the car. You drive the car. When you're angry, there's no space. There's no space for a car. Bang to something, see. So, see, that's it. Yeah. Anyway. So, you see, when you follow I, the self-cherishing thought, then seeking happiness also, then makes upset the other person. Upset, it makes upset, angry. Then you are seeing that makes you unhappy. You see that other person become upset with you, and that makes you upset. Seeing other person angry to you, other person angry to you, then you're unhappy and you get angry, angry back. So there's a negative. You cause that to the person. Let's see, had to become like that, Then that affects you, anger, upset. Then, so again, there's negative effect, consequences. But this is not talking karma. This is the immediate consequences. So like that. So here, by following the I, the self-cherishing thought, seeking happiness for oneself, brings two problems. Brings problem for yourself, brings problem to the other person. So that's the simple way. The simple way, simple example of daily life. The benefit of seeking happiness for others, cherishing others, and shortcomings of following the I, the inner self, the ego, the self-cherishing consciousness. So the other deeper way is the deep benefit, cherish others, what I explained before. The vast benefit of cherishing others, vast like sky. Benefit, advantage, cherish others, vast like limitless sky. So that, and also the shortcoming, sin. Shortcoming, you see, the cherishing the I against sin. The harm is like limitless sky, also the harm, cherishing the I. The other way around, to oneself, to sentient beings. And so, So because of so how much happiness there is in the world comes from seeking happiness of others. How much suffering there is in the world come from seeking happiness for oneself. 망도시다 지식의 지발한团结당 통화性团结바 인기는 개발 diniki 개발돼. What is their need so much to talk? The child doesn't work for self. The mighty one works for others. The child does work for self. Here the meaning of child is here the definition of child is we say like for example, child they play in the sand. They put their feet. I think I did this when I was a child. Put the feet and then in the sand, then you cover the feet with the sand. Then you pull out the feet. And you say, "House, my house. This is my house. So this is my house." And then somebody destroyed that. Then you cry. He or she destroyed my house. Anyway, so you can see worried of that, getting angry for that. So it's just nonsense attached to that, or worried of that, or angry to that. Then hang back. Because that was destroyed. So normally you call it childish. So it was childish. So now similar. So we say in some people, the way they make decision in the life or behave, do things, childish. Which means nonsense, meaningless. So childish. So here now same. Here definition of child is living the life with ego, self-cherishing thought. That's a child. Seeking only happiness for oneself is child. So child. So we say. So all this is meaningless. Not only open door for all the sufferings. It's no meaning, as if it no meaning, childish, no meaning. Not only does it bring happiness, but it brings suffering. So child does work for self, and mighty one does work for others. Look at these differences. So what is saying that so why we still become, even though continuity of our consciousness has no beginning, rebirth has no beginning, continuity of our rebirth has no beginning, but why still we didn't become enlightened is because why we still didn't become enlightened, why Buddha and not only Guru Satyam Buddha, so many those pandits and yogis after Buddha from different countries. So from different countries that happened actually as part in the achieved enlightenment already, numbers of them. And even in Tibet, so many, as I mentioned the other day, so many beings become enlightened already. And so all those so Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, there's 1,000 Buddhas, fortunate even so forth. They were Bodhisattva before that. Before they became enlightened, they were Bodhisattva. And before that, they were like us ordinary being, having delusion, having all the problems that we have, that we have been experiencing. They all had same. But they same as us, exactly same, but they changed their mind. They changed their mind earlier, much earlier, inconceivable length of time ago. Those 1,000 Buddhas, and not only Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, 1,000 Buddha, of the fortunate even, so but all those Buddhas, they were same as us, but they changed their mind so much unconceivable times ago. Let go I, cherish others. Let renounce self-cherishing thought and then cherish others, sentient being, change bodhicitta. So that's how they become enlightened, enlightened. They become enlightened unconceivable times ago. But we are still, as far as us, we're still in suffering samsara. So that, so therefore, yeah. Yeah. So the bodhisattva, in the bodhisattva, great bodhisattva, the deva is saying that. So as long as you don't drop the fire, and then burning cannot be stopped. So you're holding fire. Then if you don't, as long as you don't drop that, burning doesn't get stopped. Burning cannot be stopped. That's an example. As long as one doesn't let go I, their suffering cannot be abandoned. Just like as long as fire is not dropped, the burning cannot be stopped. Like that, if one doesn't let go, doesn't give up I, doesn't let go the I, one cannot say. After the example, there is mentioned. Therefore, in order to pacify one's own suffering and the suffering of others, give up oneself to others, cherish others as oneself. So that is. So therefore now, so what also in our life, as I mentioned, all the house and name is so precious, most kind, most precious. So therefore, there's nobody in our life to cherish other. There's no other other than except sentient being. There's nobody else, no others to cherish. There's no others to work for except sentient being. And what they want is happiness. What they do not want is suffering. So therefore, one must liberate them from all the suffering causes, being of enlightenment by oneself alone, and therefore one must teach enlightenment. So then, therefore, say, going to this listen teaching of the oral transmission. There's still a So I read a little bit from there where I stopped. How to practice Lamrim. How to meditate on Lamrim. And then how to develop one's mind. You see, in the steps path of enlightenment. I haven't read this part, right? Part 2. Did I have I read or not?
Page 67. Page 67.
Page 67. Or I read only.
Part 3.
Page 67. So this part only. Okay. Just to edit one or two words on this, the Guru devotion subject that I mentioned the other night. So I mentioned to how important to think that in our daily life, how this aspect, the aspect of the Guru, the ordinary, which is ordinary, ordinary, shown, shown there. The ordinary aspect that how this is so important, very, very important for me. So more reasons how it's but besides what I mentioned in the past, that night in the past. So see, through this aspect, that I can see, according to my impure mind, that that can see and can receive guidance, which is this the aspect which according to one's own my impure mind and receive guidance, which is the ordinary aspect. Having the aspect having mistakes. Okay. So this is the most precious, the most important one, the most important one for me. Through this, the numberless Buddhas guide me. So Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, through this aspect, guide me. Manjushri guides me with this aspect. Tara guides me with this aspect. Mitya Buddha guides me with this aspect. See, the Guyas Maja guide me, Hiruga guide me this aspect, and then Javasambhara guide me, Vajrayogini guide me this aspect. So all Buddhas, so numberless Buddhas, they all guide me. You see, with this aspect or through this aspect. So there's no other way. So only through this guide me. So all the numbers of Buddhas, they guide me through this, with this aspect. So that has that is a karmic connection, or has the that according to my impure mind, you see, that I can communicate. So this says the most important, this aspect most important in my life. So. And I think it's Gao in Saba who mentioned want to get Sangye Changsen to you do it turns ever. Do you remember the whole verses? Samsara, So what he's saying is to those former Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, all that doing the work for the sentient beings, the transmigrated beings in these days, in the present time. If one is able to samsara, so if one is able to recognize, then all those bodhisattvas, it's all gathered in the qualified guru. So it means this is all those bodhisattvas. So that's what it means. So this is all those Buddhas. So with this, in this aspect, and then working for me, guiding me. Guiding me. So therefore, so it's very good to practice mindfulness, good to practice, you see. What we receive, initiations or come to so to think that way, and think that way to say from our side, to realize, from our side, when we to realize that way. And then same think, advice for whatever activity is done. So that is activity for all the Buddha to practice mindfulness. Whatever activity is done, then the action of the Guru, and that's the action of all the Buddha. So that similar practice mindfulness, the good devotion practice. That. So that's very powerful. It's really good for the mind. So when we do service, when we obtain advice, think advice is all the Buddha's advice. That's advice of Madhusiri to you. That's advice of Guru Shakyamuni Buddha to you. That's advice from Tara. That's advice from your own deity. Advice from all the Buddha. So as this Jawayan Sapa mentioned in this quotation, samsara ascending. So if one can recognize this is all, it's all gathers in the qualified guru. So and then when we offer service, even offering a glass of water or one to service, whatever. Whatever service one does, that the activities that one does, activities for the Guru, offering food, drink, or dress, or so ornament, offering ornament on the holy body or whatever. So offering all the Buddha, they are numberless Buddhas, so often to all. So with that mindfulness, with the good devotion practice, whenever there are offerings, washing or holy body or the putting ornament or dress, whatever. So that mind, so good devotion mind. So it is said that it is so of course even the offering, of course, even a candy or glass of water or whatever. Even one small candy or one biscuit, however, collect more merit than collect most extensive merit. Even from that, without talking about obtaining advice or other things, just even just even just practice of the offering. Even a small can do whatever it is. First I mentioned this. Offering a glass of water, then same as you met offering a glass of water to all the Buddhas. Stem. Cup of tea. Same as have met offering tea to all the Buddhas, to numberless Buddhas. So same. Whatever service one does, like that. So offering washing, offering bath to all the Buddhas. Offering dress, they're all the Buddhas. So offering all the so everything like that. Of course, in the case of merit, of course, you could have even one say even one piece of biscuit or the candy or whatever, piece of fruit. However, you collect most. So when you offer, it's an offering to all the Buddhas. But in the case of merit, you collect most extensive, more merit than having that offering to all the Buddhas. Numberless Buddhas, numberless Dharma, numberless Sangha, numberless statue, numberless stupa, numberless statues, stupa, scriptures. So numberless is one of my very important words. The numberless is my very important language. Anyway, so anyway, so as far as married, you collect, even just something very small like that. But the Guru collect greatest merit, most excellent, far more greater than having made offering to all the Buddha, far more greater merit than having made offering to all the Dharma and Sangha, and having made far more greater merit than having made offering to all the statues of Buddha that exist in any universes, not just only this world, but in any universes. Offering to scriptures in any in any universes, offering make an offering to the stupa that which is in any universes. So their numbers so far more greater. See, as far as made. So for example, if you offer for example ornament, scented water ornament to one pulse. For example, Guru's holy body, just one pulse. It's that one pulse, see that tiny place, offering the ornament or scented water ornament to one pulse of the Guru. Here, this is not talking about the pulse and disciple, same disciple. That term also goes. The same disciple, same Guru's, your Guru's disciple, or family member, or the Guru's lay person, then children, say husband or wife or children, or then the relatives, even the neighborhood or friends, so dogs, horse. That's one term that pulse, but here it's talking about pulse. It's even one tiny. You see, to the holy body, which is one tiny, one pulse, offering ornament. So you similar offering ornament to all the Buddhas, the numbers of Buddhas. But so in the case of so Sam, in the case of merit, far more greater than merit offering to all the Buddhas, even just from that. So just an example. So maybe I mentioned here just see. So normally when we do pujas, when we make offerings to the monasteries, so that monastery, the monks, they are same disciple of if they are disciples of the of one's guru, then it collect you collect for example, the one disciple of the guru, the same guru. So if you give a cup of tea or whatever, candy or biscuit or fruit, see, even once that one single orange there. So you, by thinking, but when you're giving, when you're offering, by thinking the guru, thinking that this is part of the guru, this guru, you see, then if you offer, you create a far more greater merit than having made offering to all the numberless Buddha, numberless Dharma, numberless Sangha, numberless statues, stupa, scriptures. See, even making offering to the pause of the guru like that, the a disciple or disciple, as I mentioned before, even a dog or cat or that belongs to guru. So if you give it one piece of meat or the biscuit, if you offer to that dog or see a bunch of grass and a few pieces of grass to the horse, you collect far more great merit than having made offering to numberless Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, numberless statues, stupa, scriptures, all those holy objects. So that. So that's why Kadamba Geshe Chengawa Sudi Sudi Kadamba Chengawa the leftover food or from doing puja or something, he sent to the dogs in Dolung. In Dolung, the place, he sent to the dogs there. And somebody asked, why don't give some people doing engaging in practice, why don't give them? Somebody said, then he said, because there's my teacher, I think is a teacher. So anyway, his guru lives there, so all the dogs there. Then he sent the food there because his mom, because she far more greater merit, as I mentioned now. So that's why, so say when we make offerings. To the monasteries, then since one has received teachings from His Holiness and Dalai Lama, become disciple of Mr. Lama. So therefore, so when we make offerings in those monasteries, where there are many thousands of monks, like Sarah, Gajan, Devon, so forth, there are many thousands of monks. So when we make offering there, if you can think of, they are all of them are paws of Guru, His Holiness Dalai Lama. By thinking that, offer, whether it's money offering, or it's tea offering, or whatever we're offering. So there are many thousands there. So then, even offering to one, you collect far more greater merit in all the numbers of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and statues, scriptures. So there are many thousands. So collect unbelievable merit. So here, even if one doesn't have much to offer, for example, tea packet. You buy a tea packet and one packet of tea. Like for example, the monks, some of those who don't have anything. So what they do is the Tibetan lay people, they buy one tea packet, then they offer in the monastery, in the kitchen of the monastery, so that get mixed all the rest of the tea. You can't offer tea probably with that, but and that mixed with the rest of the tea, then served. So however, you see, the Tibetan, the lay people, you see, they don't much, but there is some small offering, like small packets of tea or something like that, or milk, something. So, see, itself doesn't cover, but then you mix with the rest. So then everybody receives. That's how you get offered. So anyway, the first they all are Sangha, living ordination. So unbelievable, unconceivable merit to collect. For example, in the past, one person who had nothing to offer to it, medicinal drink for nothing special higher, but for ordinary monk, offered this medicine drink. Then due to the result, this is offered to Sangha. So therefore, next slide, that person become king, very powerful king. This is called Kashika. I think in India, I think very powerful king. So much wealth and power that. So just from that karma, offering a medicine drink, you see. So like that. So you see, the result is unimaginable. If you see from that small cause. So here thousands of monks. You see, so can you imagine the merit? Just offering to Sangha. Then, of course, if you think or make an offering, even that small, one packet of tea or bottled milk or whatever, or when they offer food, you offer one just bowl of rice, so they get mixed with the rest of the food. So it's like an offer to, as well as covers all the Sangha. So even somebody who has nothing much to offer. So anyway, so by thinking that all think is of the Lama, they all are disciple of the Guru. So thinking that they're all, Guru's paws. And then by offering to each monk, as I mentioned before, so there are 1,000, for a Sarah chair, maybe more than 1,000, 2,000, that's just Sarah chair without aiding Sarah me. So you see how much merit one collect. You see, having by making offering to each one, more merit than having not offering to all numberless Buddha, Sangha, numberless statues, stupid scripture, all this. so that see. So this is just an idea or the practice, suggestion that how much powerful the meditative practice. You see, if it's offering sangha in here, and then there's so many number. So then thinking same Guru's disciple, it's unlimitable. So not only here it's talking about how we can collect extensive merit in our life. The method, most skillful means how to collect the most extensive merit. So can achieve realizations easily. Can achieve realizations when there's a lot of merit, then you can achieve realizations easily. And not only that, in any other activities you can succeed easily without much hardship. Then also achieve enlightenment kuga easier. So that because it is not only monastery. The nearest one is the center, meditation center. So the many people there, same disciple, just right there. Many people, the center is the same Guru's disciple. So there, just right there, you can do so much. You can collect so much merit with him by making offering to him. Whatever offering place, offering place or offering drinks, food, whatever there is, we offer to them. So just right there, there's so much what you can help. Practically, more than making offering to all the numbers of Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, statues, stupa, scriptures. So that see, just there you can do. There's so much what you can offer, collect merit. So that. Not in this. If it's offering, doesn't have to be only. If it's offering, doesn't have to be only Tibetan monastery, only Tibetan monk. It doesn't have to be that. So in the past, in the past years, so if it's Tibetan monk, then if it's Tibetan, then whether this monk has quality, whether this monk understands Dharma or doesn't understand Dharma, but is it respected? I mean, they respect it. Okay, then I'm not. I'm not against respecting the Tibetan monk, but if it's Tibetan, then you see, respect it. That you see that. But Western Sangha, that if it's Tibetan monk, whereas doesn't have much understanding of Dharma. Because Tibetans were respected, but there was also Sangha, who's very having more. I'm just comparing from that particular Tibetan monks, but I'm not generalizing. So the Western Sangha who understand Lamrim and more understand Dharma than trying to be sincere. That but that one wasn't respected much because of Western and I say and not all respect also. I mean this. I think these days it may be changed, but before, quite some time ago. So even for supporting, there's much more interest to the Tibetan to a Tibetan nun or Tibetan monk to Tibetan. So I think it's just judging. I'm just judging. Just judging. I do the loom. Okay. Maybe just do some short. Part 3, instruction on an extraordinary meditation technique that will bring you great progress. I'm not sure this title is there. I mean, in Tibetan, whether the title is there in Tibetan or not. I'm not sure the title is there. Anyway, after properly gaining in the manner described the spiritual realizations that relate to generating faith and respect toward your spiritual teacher, you should set out to elicit in succession the realization for the topics, ranging from leisure and fortune to generating precious enlightenment mind. However, the realization that relates to serving as spiritual teacher, in which you cultivate a faith that perceives your guru as a Buddha, are difficult to generate without practicing for months or even years. Therefore, carry out this extraordinary meditation instruction so that you can make progress quickly in gaining experiential realizations. Devote one period each day to the subject of serving as spiritual teacher. Meditate on the topics in the manner that was described above. Devote one period to eliciting realizations of those topics, beginning with leisure and fortune, by analyzing them according to the established order. First, this will further your realizations about serving a teacher. Second, through gradually improving your understanding of the topics that relate to presence, that relate to persons of moderate and lesser capacity. Namely, leisure and fortune, impermanence, suffering, and so on. The leisures and moderate realizations will reach an advanced level by the time you complete the subject of serving as spiritual teacher, and also if you pursue the first stage of analyzing the correct view. You will make swift progress simultaneously, developing and completing experiential realizations of the three principal elements of the path. For instance, if you plant walnut, peach, and grapes seeds together, their trunks and branches and flowers their trunks and branches and flowers will develop simultaneously, and you can enjoy the fruit of all three at the same time. Therefore, divide each day's meditation period into 3 parts. During one part, meditate only one serving your spiritual teacher. So, correctly devoting, should we say, correctly devoting. So, meditating on that good devotion realization, should we say. During one part, elicit successively. During one part, elicit successively the realizations for the topics, ranging from leisure and fortune to precious enlightenment mind, and during one part apply analytic meditation to the profound view. Part 4, instructions on developing the spiritual realization that relate to leisure and fortune. So when you divide your meditation into these 3 periods, the way to complete serving as spiritual teacher is as I explained before, devoting spiritual. And the way to gain the realization, starting with the leisure and fortune, is the first to identify that the essence of leisure and fortune is. Reflect on what it would be like if you had been born into any of the inopportune conditions, and how fortunate you are not to have been born there in this life. Don't consider the qualities of leisure and fortune in a shallow or detached manner. I don't know what to say. And shallow is empty, right?
No,
hollow.
Superficial. Superficial. Superficial.
Yeah.
Not deep.
Reflect again and again, applying sharp analytic meditation so that you will imbue. What's imbue?
Soak your mind.
Silk your mind.
Yes.
Yeah? What's that? Silk your mind. Goes in sucks in mind. Sucks in mind. Okay. Where is it? I've lost. Okay. So that you will imbue yourself with a deep awareness of how you currently possess them all. When you are overcome with joy, like a pauper, who pauper, like a pauper, who has found a treasure. then you have generated the realization of identifying leisure and fortune. Next, switch to the topic of viewing leisure and fortune as having great value, and repeatedly scrutinize it with the subtle analysis of scriptures and reasoning. You will have realized the great value of leisure and fortune. When you become distressed, even if an instant of time is vainly spent, then go on to the next meditation topic, the difficulty of finding leisure and fortune, and reflect on it with powerful analytic meditation. When you become upset about being idle, for even an instant, as another person would if he spilled a bag of gold dust into a river. So it can be gold or bag of gold coins, so it's a real gold coin, or any gold in the bag of that, into a river. Then you have realized the difficulty of finding leisure and fortune. So that's the definition of having achieved the realization of the perfect human rebirth, which is everyone has found that which is a great meaning, difficult to find again. So realization of it, the perception of meditation, difficult to find again. So everyone has realized the great meaning of how this perfect human rebirth is highly meaningful. Section of the meditation usefulness of the perfect human rebirth, that one can achieve three great meanings. You see that. So even a minute, second is wasted. Didn't get to practice Dharma. It didn't get to make your life meaningful. You feel incredible loss. So continuously you are abandon. Continuously you abandon, and you see, they spent making life meaningless. Any activities, you see, engaging in any meaningless activities. So they abandon. So even for minute, second, you see, so like that, having realization of so you renounce engaging meaningless activity even for a minute, second. So when your mind is strong like this, then the realization of the second meditation, the having the having great meaning, the human body qualified to 8 frequent consciousness in having great meaning. So the second one, having great meaning, realization that. The part 5, developing the spiritual realization that relate to impermanence. Turn now to the meditation topics that relate to impermanence. You are sure to develop mental transformation by first meditating for about a week on the 6th disadvantage of failing to recall death, and then for another week or so on, 6th advantage of recalling death. After that, practice the 3 reasons that death is certain. The first reason is that the Lord of Death is certain to appear and cannot be turned back by any means. With great determination, apply analytic meditation to this topic, no matter how many days or months it takes. After achieving that spiritual awareness, the next topic to verify is that your lifespan does not increase and it's constantly growing shorter. Cultivate it by practicing analytic meditation forcefully. After achieving that experiential awareness, apply analytic meditation. To the next topic, that there is a little opportunity to practice Dharma even during the time that you remain alive. But the truly extraordinary and unequaled instructions for recalling death is contained in the topic called Meditating on the Nature of Death. Through it, recollection of impermanence can be generated easily in the outline that gives the order in which to present the teachings. This topic is placed after the set of 9 points for meditating on the death. But a key instruction for how to put the teachings into practice is that you should meditate on it here. So, when you have used the 3 reasons to determine that death is certain, consider what the various stages in the dying process will be like. By meditating on this, you will feel a sense of overwhelming terror when you contemplate again and again the experience that will befall you. Applying analytic meditation to the meaning contained in the writings, like the one that I composed, urging recollection of impermanence. I think that's so. What I the heart spoon. Probably it's called Mingi Turma Trent, but probably that translation may not be correct. Maybe something very, very hard, deep inside heart, say, advice or practice, practice, something to think from deep, seriously, something to think about seriously, and something to think from bottom of the heart, about this, about death. Not just making research on the dead, not just making research, studying about the research, like university, like thesis or something. But here, that one, your own death. Seriously thinking from the heart, from the heart, you say. So, looking at one's own death, then to pursue Dharma practice. To pursue Dharma practice, to not delay next lives, or to not delay for many years, put off the practice for many years, many months, putting off the practice. First I do this, means it works for this life. First I do this, then I do that later. So putting off many years or months. So pursue to practice immediately. So in that way, this way, you don't waste your life and practice get done. Otherwise, there's a risk. Not only waste life, but death might come first before the practice. There's danger, there's a risk, there's a very high risk. Even though you're planning for practice, but then the death might come before. If you didn't hurry up, the death might come before the practice, then you miss out. So that's I think the main point. And also, it is very useful to see. Very useful to see other people. To see other people dying, especially the people that one know, people that friends or people that one knew each other. So it is a great teaching, great learning, teaching, a reminder to practice Dharma. But it's not. It's practice Dharma. Not. Practice Dharma, not something external, chant mantra, doing something external, not so much of that. But here, by seeing death, it reminds you, by seeing death of the people that you know, or family members, or even the very close ones, so they won't live together. See, so it makes you think. It makes you to think really inside of your life, to really look at your life seriously. Now here, all the past life went in in distractions. I mean, there of course prayers and this and that, all those things were, chant mantra and this and that, all those are done. But the real practice, renunciation didn't happen. The cutting desire didn't happen. Clinging to this life, that didn't happen. So it's an actual practice. Dharma didn't happen. So so here it reminds. It reminds you, or the whole life, that it reminds you to look at your own life, up to now, how one spent, it's not really did many activities, but didn't really, renounce, didn't really give up desire, clinging to this life. So here, here it reminds you so when you see even others dead, that people that you don't want to know each other or family members, so it brings you to the attention that so in the past really didn't really serious practice, and you see the now it reminds you that now give up all that, the distraction or the desire. You see, give up all that. It has no meaning at all. So now to really put your life into serious practice. Here you see cutting the desire, freeing yourself from desire. However, to practice without interruption, practice day and night continuously. Otherwise, there's nothing else in the life that's meaningful. That that can relate to the dead. That can help. That can be useful at the dead time. There's nothing there. So it reminds you now to really pay attention to one's life. To a serious practice. So serious, the main, so means to the mind, the purity of the purity of the mind, free from the desire, clinging to this life. So so it's very useful to see others dead. Of course, also dead. and visualizing, as said by Papanka, the most effective ones to visualize yourself as dead, on the bed, and then visualize, then all the things what usually happens, then visualize all that. You see. So the family members coming, crying, or all that. The body goes in coffin, the taken to the cemetery or whatever. So before that, you see bread, so yeah, that now you're dying and everything has to be left, family members and all the possessions, even this body, everything has to be left. So only consciousness alone goes to next life. So so all this, like a tantric practice, the three kaya which you're going to achieve in the future, dharmakaya, sabodhikaya, nirmanakaya. Then you visualize that one as it happened now. Then you meditate, you see. Then you meditate as it happened now. Then that way you use you purify ordinary rebirth in message, and then you use that to achieve three kaya, result of three kaya. So so a little bit like that, you see. So the effective meditation impermanence. So what's going to happen later is you visualize now as it happening now. So all the process. And so let's see what happens to your mind. You see, and that. So the meaning is to pursue the practice Dharma. When you complete again the experience that will befall you, applying analytic meditation to the meaning containing in writings, like the one that I composed, urging recollection of impermanence, you will be so dismayed that you cannot stay on your meditation seat. If after meditating in this way you feel great terror as though you were experiencing your actual death now, and if your recollection on the stages of death is so vivid that they seem real and cause your heart to jump suddenly in fear, this is the measure that you have realized the certainty of death. After that, practice analytic meditation with total concentration. Applying it to the sole topic that your lifespan is uncertain. The first reason in the root category called are the uncertainty of time of death. There is no certainty that your death will not come this very moment. You should contemplate this fact by applying analytic meditation from every standpoint and in every way. Here is a key instruction that is both secret and profound about how to recollect the time that the time of death is uncertain. You hear and see directly about the uncertainty of other persons and lives. Death strikes by means of many causes, suddenly and unexpectedly. Some persons die while they are walking. Some die while they are eating. Others while talking. Some persons die while they are laughing. Others while they are running. It reminded me of a story. I think maybe you heard some. Maybe that's another time. I think that goes more the section of karma. when that time comes. Some who are strong and agile. Some who are strong and agile. Agile or agile? Huh?
Agile.
Agile. Some who are strong and agile die performing athletic feats. One moment they are persons, the next they are corpses. One moment they are alive, the next they are gone. Recent, when I was in Taiwan, just before coming to the United States, I was in Taiwan. So there was one of our couple, Geshe Losang Jamyang. It's not the first one is Geshe Chunyi from Kapan who became Geshe by going to Sera Monastery, Sera Che, the recent teacher in Singapore, APC. He's the first one. First who became Haramba Geshe. Then maybe this second or third Geshe Losang Jamyang. Niba ang niba. Subara. Niba. Rosira. So Geshe Losang Jamyang is the third Haramba Geshe from Kapan. Student went from Kapan to Sarah to study. So he studied a little bit knows he studied very well. He studied even the Geshe Ngotapa at the San Francisco recent teacher. He was very sad. He said that Losang Geshe Losang Jamyang he studied very well Dharma. In the monastery, when you study Dharma, somebody who knows Dharma very well means who can debate, usually is expert in debating and philosophy. It usually is not referred to understanding Lamrim. If you don't know how to debate, if you don't know philosophy, then you don't Dharma. You could have even Lamrim realizations, but generally the monastery is like that. I'm just not the information, but anyway. So I guess so he knows Dharma extremely well. So I was very, very disappointed. Anyway, he was there. When I was there, he was there with. He just come from India, and we talked, and so he met quite a bit of offering, that money that he collected from puja. But he already met offering Kapan and Sera monks already. He's very good in that. He's very generous. Whenever they need help, So he's the abbot of the monastery, the Solukhumbu, not Upper Solukhumbu, Lower Solukhumbu, Jumbesi, where Tushi Rinpoche lives there. So there's a monastery that belongs to the Tibetan camp. Now, much of the young Tibetans moved down Kathmandu. It was up there difficult to earn money. So one of the old people and small children lived there. So this monastery, there's one Lama called from Saramech, Chusang Rinpoche. So his monks lived there. They used to puja for the Tibetan camp, Tibetan settlement. So the monks also, because many people moved, so it's difficult for them to live there. So the Rinpoche suggested Lama to take over Global Monastery to take over. So the Lama should ask the Tibetan government. So they asked Tibetan government and said the Kapan to take care to run the monastery. So that time Geshe Losang Jamyang was there when this discussion happened. So then because he's from that area. His location is from that area, so he inspired to take over that monastery. So anyway, so he became abbot. There, I think maybe 25 monks or something. There are quite a number of monks ordained and set it up. So 5 monks goes to Kapan, other goes sends up there to take care. Then rotate, maybe after 3 or something, I'm sure. So he was just really, he was there, Then after, how did that go? The Taiwan America. So I left the United States. Then he died. Some heavy obstacle happened. Some heavy obstacle happened. Maybe he didn't do pujas or for himself. Didn't get done. For himself, pujas, things like normally easy other people, but he didn't get maybe to overcome. So that even though the way it happened, it seems maybe according to my observation. Anyway, according to my Mickey Mouse definition there, anyway, said that his life, if he didn't die, his life will be highly beneficial. There's a great benefit. So because of that, maybe there's a big obstacle. So it happened. So only the way it happened. It's just something. Maybe I guess maybe a little difficult. I guess for the people. I think due to a spirit, something very powerful spirit to attack them. Not like people. Usually people very depressed, due to some problem, very depressed, unhappy, then jump. Not that, but this is something very something very powerful spirit. Something happened, then jumped through the window. Then I fell in the road. The next neighbor saw happen. Then of course you can't take it to the hospital immediately. With the police, they check, they make research, all that. So what is said is, what I heard is they passed away on the way to a hospital. But however, his breath and everything stopped. But when he was in the hospital, already clinically or either no breath, nothing. She already died. but his translator, Geshe Science translator, Nan, say, so she came to hospital. She came to hospital and she called Geshe. So she called, because she's been translating for a long time. Since Geshe time came, so Geshe, then he opened the eye. He was completely died, no nothing, no breathing. And she called Geshe. He opened the eye. She opened the eye towards her, and then closed. So that's. So anyway, normal people cannot do that. So anyway, in the definition seemed very good. As in the definition seems no better, but seems in human rebirth, maybe I'm not sure, but maybe same area, and I'm not sure. So then later, Kapan Monastery asked to His Dalai Lama about whether there will be any obstacle to the organization or things. And then also his birth. So His said his birth is very good. His replied back that his rebirth is very good. So it's just the condition of that. But because he's a very good monk, and very good monk, and very intelligent, and has so many, full of ideas. So I asked him to help university education, part. So, because he has so many ideas, so he spent so much time. I don't know how much time spent. He put together from many philosophical texts. He took many ideas from many texts. He put in a computer. He did so much work. I was completely shocked or surprised. He did so much work. I just asked him to create some ideas. But from many texts, he took subjects and he laid out. I was how much he took seriously. I was very touched over it. So anyway, he was there when I was there. We talked. Then suddenly, then totally gone. You see, happened. But I think I did have dream. Few weeks. I had quite a number of weeks. Few weeks before, I had one dream that he passed or passed away. But I didn't pay much attention. Didn't think much. That is going to happen. See. So it's quite a great loss. But somebody who studied so well and very very good, humble, good monk can help the organization very much and Kapan. See. So one moment they are alive, the next they are gone. As you contemplate again and again the nature of these occurrences. Analyze yourself as well, using sharp reasoning such as these. I have exactly the same nature as these persons. How can I be sure that I won't die this very moment? How can I be sure that I won't be a corpse this very night? How can I be sure my funeral rites won't be performed tonight? How can I be sure I won't be laid to rest in a cemetery tonight? You will generate the proper realization by recalling that you can never be sure when Yama, the Lord of Death, will grip, will grip you in his jaws and then crush you with his fangs. Recall how you are looked in combat with this arch enemy, and that you can't be sure he won't kill you right now. After that, meditate on the next topic, how the factors that bring death are many, while the factors that sustain life are few. After gaining this experiential awareness, go on to the next reason and apply analytical meditation intensely to the topic that addresses how your body and life forces are as fragile as a water bubble. When you have forcefully applied these techniques for contemplating the three reasons that relate to the uncertainty of the time of death, you will think, I can't be sure I won't die this very minute. As you lie down, you will wonder, will I wake up tomorrow morning? When you get up, you will wonder, will I go to When you get up, you will wonder, will I go to bed tonight? While going somewhere, you will wonder, will I come back home again? As you return, you will wonder, will I ever go back there again? You will wonder which will come first, tomorrow or my next life. Will death come before I finish eating my bag of samba? Eating my bag of samba. Eating my barbecue. Or hot dog. Or the hamburger. You will think, there is no certainty I won't depart this very moment. When you develop an impatience that thinks, I have no time, then you have generated the realizations of uncertainty of death. Realizations of certainty of death comes with relatives easy. However, it's more difficult to realize the uncertainty of the time of death. So don't think to yourself that the latter topic is taking too long. Continue with your practice for days, months, and or even years. Meditate with single-minded resolve until you produce a mental transformation. After generating this realization, go on to the next topic, that nothing except Holy Dharma can benefit you at the time of death. For as many days and months are needed, contemplate these three reasons, that neither friends, nor wealth, nor body are of any help. But once you perceive that nothing except Dharma benefits you at the death, no further practice is needed, for this very understanding is the measure of realization. Because this topic is easy to realize and need not be practiced long. A key point is to go on to the next topic after you have gained the proper awareness. Maybe stop here. What's time now?
It's about 9:40, about 10 to 10.
9 o'clock.
No, it's about 10 to 10 o'clock. It's on...
10 o'clock?
No, it's 9:40. 9:40.
Oh, I see. Okay. Is it tea time or not?
It was.
Huh? There was.
It was.
It's raining. There's tea raining. What about it's raining, but the tea or tea?
No, they just... Can you bring tea down? Okay.
Yeah, do both.
We can have a short break. We can have a short break and people go and get tea and then come down again. Carry on. We just go to the bathroom and bring tea down.
Okay. Yeah. Bathroom and tea. Yeah.
Wasai Jamaget Manotram Rarajan Erangamadi Sangya Janamene Wai Drungananda Shinga Juma Shongedam Goranamandalam Niyandayam. So we have 20 minutes. Can you go to the bathroom?
No, take time.
People can go off and get their tea. We can have 20 minutes. People can go and get the tea and then go to the bathroom and come down. Huh? I think we can break down. So if you bring down tea, and then people can just have a stretch and go to the bathroom.
But can drink tea up there?
Yeah.
Can drink tea up there? Who's bringing this become cold?
Yeah. They've gone.
Drink there.
Catch them.
Except you don't have to bring the tea in the bathroom.
It's just people. Yeah.
No, I can't pass the message because you bring them down. We've got a cold.
Yeah. She's gone. She went.
the second visit. Lama Zopa Rinpoche.
So the idea is you go up and get tea, go to the bathroom, have a stretch, and then come down again. But be back by 5 to 10, please. They'll ring a gong. Fine. When you hear the gong. Do it, make things complicated.